So I want to talk about, first of all, there's the evolution of Jewish law. So this is from Alan D Bennet Journey through Judaism. Here's my paper. Here, okay. So, Torah Shebechtav, the written Torah, the written law, according to tradition, give to Moshe on Sinai, who transmitted it to Yoshua, transmitted it to the elders, who transmitted it to the prophets, ... Eventually it was transmitted to the Sanhedrin. Then we have the Mishnah, the codification and collection, Torah Shabbal Peh, oral law, transmitted by word of mouth over generations, compiled by Rabbi Yehuda and his court, or Rabbi Judah, about 160 to 200 CE in Israel. And then we have two Gemaras. One is the Babylonian Gemara, one is the Jerusalem Gemara. The Jerusalem Gemara is a compilation of commentary on the Mishnah by the Amoraim in Israel, approximately at the end of the 4th century, and together with the Mishnah, it's called Talmud Torah. Then we have the Babylonian Gemara, which is a compilation of commentary on the Mishnah by scholars in the Babylonian academies. It's about the end of the 5th century. It's much longer than the Jerusalem Gemara, and together with the Mishnah, we call it the Talmud Bavli. So, the Jerusalem Gemara comes via France. We get Rashi's commentary, and 11th century we get. Oh wait, sorry, not France. Sorry, that's later. Sorry. Both. So then the Babylonian Gemara goes and gets comments and decisions of the 6th to 10th century of the Gaonim. They both come to get Rashi's commentary. Then you have from France, you have the commentaries, Tosafot. These are the commentaries by the 12th, 13th century in France, descendants of Rashi, Germany. And then on the other hand, you have Rashi's commentary from the Babylonian Gemara. You have 11th century Egypt, 12th century Mishnah Torah by Rambam, who's Maimonides. Both come together. We have Shulchan Aruch, Joseph, Cairo, Israel, 16th century. And then we have responsa literature and other codes and commentaries. I want to share from the book, It's a Mitzvah to Live in Israel. So we have evolution and maintenance, really, of Jewish laws. With a mitzvah, it's saying to live in Eretz Yisrael. This is by Beit Yosef Institute. So we have the author of Yefe To'ar in bereishis rabba. One second. Mashiach isn't going to come to gather the exiles. He's not needed for that. Hashem, who scattered Israel, will gather them, as it says in Isaiah 11:12, chapter 11, verse 12. He'll raise a banner for the nations and assemble the outcasts of Israel. Yeshayahu 66:20. They will bring all your brethren from all the nations as an offering to Hashem. Hashem will do these things as in the way of the world. Don't be quick to conclude that we should sit back and do nothing about the redemption, that we should wait for Mashiach to come and carry us off on the wings of eagles to our land and our inheritance. To wait for Mashiach to swoop down. Some Jews believe we have to wait like that, and he's going to carry us to Eretz Yisrael on the clouds. Rabbi Yehuda, alkali, in mincha Yehuda, section 34, page 254, he says, don't entertain the thought that the end and the redemption and the ... and the coming of Mashiach are the same thing and that they'll occur all simultaneously in the same day. Actually, they're separate things. Each one has its own time and boundary, a time for every purpose. He who says that Mashiach ben David will initiate the redemption as the lowly masses anticipate is like someone who says that the sun will rise before dawn. Several people had their hopes pinned on 5600, 1840. 5600, the Jewish year, 1840, the secular year, due to fabrications about Hashem and His anointed one, which spread out, and then afterwards it caused that the very wondrous destiny of our sacred ancestors, that our sacred ancestors yearned for. We're talking about here about the evolution and destiny and maintenance of the Jewish law, really. So our sacred ancestors yearned for, and our prophets promised, became a laughing matter to some people. I have a few other insights here from Rambam, Maimonides. So Rambam, we just mentioned earlier as the one who gave the Mishnah Torah in Egypt. So we had Egypt, France, right? We had all these places in the previous topic in the same video. So in hilchot Talmud Torah, 310, this is from him. Anyone who sets in his heart on learning Torah and doesn't work at a trade but survives on charity, he has surely desecrated God's name. It's embarrassing for me because I'm having a problem at my job for over a month, and I've had to rely on